Former Chickamauga Elementary kindergarten teacher Tonya Craft was charged and acquitted on 22 counts of child molestation. It was 14 years ago. Her accusers, one of her students, another little girl, and even her own daughter. Well, since then, she has written a book, gone to law school, passed the bar, and opened her own law office. I talked with Tonya Craft about her life right now. Here's part of that conversation. Former Chickamauga Elementary School teacher Tonya Craft had 3 accusers, one of her students, another child at the school, and her own little girl.
I'll still have nightmares that, I'm at the mall and I walk into a restroom and like the main child's there and she starts kind of laughing, then runs out of the bathroom and says, "Oh, Tonya's in there."
Despite those dreams, though, Craft says she's found things that keep her strong, like taking what she's lived through to help others just like her. When it comes to a child molestation case, she'll take it if she believes someone is falsely accused.
A lot of times, most people, they kind of look at me like, "Oh, you're so strong," and "Oh, you're so, mama bear," and all this. But there are down times. There are sad times. There are times where I'm like, why am I doing this? Does it even make a difference?
She has taken the case of Pete Hughes, an area girls softball coach accused of inappropriately touching underage players.
I've known Pete for a very long time. I've known him since I was in high school. I've known his wife. I used to play softball with his wife. We used to go on trips together as families and things.
And do you believe it because you've known him for so long?
No. I believe it because I've seen the information.
At a women's group at a church in East Brainerd, she stood on stage and talked for an hour. You still face naysayers, people that think that you should have been
Convicted.
Yes.
With even one person thinking that I could do this. It just, if I dwell on that, it just makes me want to just sit in my closet and cry. I will say this, I welcome anybody that thinks I did to come to my office and sit down and talk to me and specifically ask me questions they want to ask me, and I will show them information and evidence in the case, and they can still have whatever opinion they want.
There are things that bring happy tears for Tonya Craft, like this Facebook message which says, "Hey Tonya Craft, I hope you're doing good. Would love to see you. Think about you lots and the heartbreaking things we went through in Ringgold. God works in mysterious ways. I'm so glad I was there. Juror number 2. Craft says there is one thing that makes her whole again. It's her relationship with her daughter. Now about to graduate from UT, she's been a big part in Tonya's future, including a documentary that Craft says is in the works.
So with the documentary, she went with me, and we were meeting with different production individuals to see which company we were going to go with. And so I asked her, I said, do you want to be in the meetings? Do you not? And she's like, "No, I want to be in there. This is our story."
The end of Tonya's story is about teaching a lesson.
It's like with teaching and why I love teaching and loved educating. I think it's kind of the same thing. It's educating people on a topic that is really not fun to talk about. I don't like talking about it, at all. But I either had a choice to either pretend like it didn't happen when it's everywhere, or just deal with it head on, and that's what I chose to do.